And we're back.
Howdy, y'all.
Yep. Howdy,
Do I sound Texan enough this time?
That's what?
Do I sound Texan enough this time?
Yeah. Well, you California boy. We'll never get that out of you. You can get the boy out of California, but you can never get California out of the boy.
There you go.
So
who do we
that
have
California thing is gonna hang with you for life.
Great.
Damn, I forget some. Hold on.
All righty.
And ports.
Oh, live on air. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we know we're actually live.
Now it's official. All right, Yellow Rose, what are you rigging about already? Bring back First Friday. Well, Kelly hadn't made it yet. He's supposed to be here. Chris was supposed to be here too. I mean, the other one.
I wasn't supposed to be here. I just snuck in.
But we know Kelly is, you know.
Oh yeah, he's all AI these days, right?
Yeah, he's AI.
Yeah.
More A than I, but. Speaking of AI, here's AI.
Oh.
Howdy, feller.
He's real. Uh-oh, he's glitching.
Hey, Kai, how you doing?
And Derek, give it a little smack like we did with the old TV sets.
That's right. Yeah, get it going. No, I was messing with my microphone. Does it sound okay? Check. Am I?
Yeah, you sound good.
You sound the best.
Awesome. I couldn't get it to go through. It was coming through the computer mic for a long time, but it's working now. Yay!
Nice.
And I fixed your name too.
I don't know. For some reason, I accidentally bought creamy coconut Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's probably much worse than the regular one.
Al Kelly? Who's Al Kelly?
AI Kelly.
No, it says Al.
Do it lowercase I.
Well, we can fix that too.
Are we gonna squabble over the name?
Well, we know that you're not yourself because we done figured out last week that you're a mere AI representation of the man we used to know as Kelly.
That's right. He's gone. I'm actually one of 17 copies that currently exist in the world. So I'm the charming one.
So when are you doing the podcast on yourself?
Actually, just a couple of weeks from now. It's coming up. Because Kelly's not dead. Kelly's just metamorphosized.
Kelly's taking a dirt nap.
Kelly's no, quite the opposite. Kelly's found newfound freedom in his life. He's doing all kinds of fun stuff. Chris and I have been riding e-bikes, doing power loops.
Yeah, we had a suggestion last weekend for e-bike content.
You know, there are some e-bikes that are rated for 400 pounds, Kai. So yeah. There might be one that could hold you.
Well, no, the suggestion was jousting with e-bikes with kettle prods.
Okay. What about yeah, okay, I could see that. I have done jousting before. I actually did a real thing with jousting, and what we did is we had very long, what are they called? The jousting poles or whatever with pool noodles on them. The lance, that's it. And then they had these rings set up in the center. So there was a fence down the middle. This was in Missouri. And you had to go down and you had to get as many of the rings before the other person did as possible. And that was kind of fun.
You know, back home, we have this thing called ring riding.
Okay.
That is an annual event where the guys get on horseback and they have a small lance. And I mean, that's a pointy little sucker too. I mean, they put
no pool noodles around them.
No, they have 2 poles next to each other with a rope, and off a magnet hangs like a key.
Okay.
Okay, and it has a little hole on the bottom of that key, and you're supposed to hit that key with that little lance that you have. And
Oh
they have
yeah,
to do
yeah.
it out of full trot. So
I mean, there must be. I know there's some Clydesdales. You know, some of those big draft horses. Do you ride horses at all? Have you ever ridden one, Kai?
I have ridden horses. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that about you.
But I'm not doing that no more because my back.
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
not very good for your back.
Kai's into stand-up paddleboarding these days, right?
Yep. I invested in a stand-up paddleboard.
Where do you go?
I found me an inflatable aircraft carrier that could carry my ass.
Does it launch aircraft? So it actually has a bunch of
It'd be big enough to launch an aircraft. Yeah.
A fleet of drones. You know, that's actually, so you say that's actually a great idea. Because I'm going up to New York in a week, and we have a stand-up paddleboard, and I could put the drone on the paddleboard and paddle out, and then fly it. You know,
Kelly, we already know you can crash your drone anywhere. I mean, you don't need to prove it anymore.
That is true.
You already drowned one.
I've never put a drone in the St. Lawrence River, though. Not yet.
No, but you put one in the pond at old settlers.
I did. That was years ago. That was a long time ago. And that was only because I tried to take off when it was kind of rocking. And
Mavic Platinum Pro, if I remember.
It was a Mavic Pro Platinum. Yep, it was. I miss that guy. He was a good one.
Yeah.
But so, you never learn if you don't try.
He's going to join us here momentarily. He just got held up on the way home.
Where do you paddleboard? Like
Bernie City Lake.
Bernie City Lake. Okay.
It's by Bernie.
Yeah,
on the outside of I-10. So if you got I-10, you got Bernie on one side of it, and the lake is on the other side of it.
So Bernie's got a little river that runs through the middle of it, right?
Yeah.
Is it connected to that river?
Yeah, it is connected to the river.
So the river. Yeah, I've always thought that was a really pretty little town.
But it's not the one, the little dammed up thing in town.
It's not that.
Bernie City Lake is on the other side of the interstate.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
It's got to be bigger to hold
Kai. No boats or no combustion engines allowed on that. So it's all just kayaks and paddle boards, and occasionally a guy on the boat was a trolling motor.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Very cool. What are you doing in all this heat? It's been pretty brutal the last couple of days.
Pardon?
I said it's been pretty brutal the last couple of days. I think it's too hot to even stand up paddleboard.
Yeah, no. Well, the good thing is you can jump in and cool off.
True.
Yeah.
Do you ever see those guys
falling off? But I mean,
do you ever see those guys in Munich that surf on the river right in town? You know what I'm talking about? There's a standing wave, and they get in there and surf, and it is so cool.
So when I start looking into this whole thing of the paddleboard, I was a friend of mine who is from Bavaria, and he's one of those crazy guys doing that sort of stuff.
That water's cold too. That's like all coming off the mountains.
Well, yeah, it's all cold.
Yeah. But
there's no warm water in Germany. Period.
No, there's really not. I like cold water better. For some reason, it's more, refreshing.
Well, I remember my parents come over to visit us over Christmas holiday, and we went down to Corpus, did the whole State Aquarium Lexington thing there for a day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we're right on the beach, and we're walking along the beach, and my dad starts taking off his shoes and socks and rolls up his pants legs and start walking on the edge of the water
in December.
Yeah. And my ex-father-in-law, he goes like, "What the is wrong with them? And then my dad's like, dude, this is as warm as the water gets for us in the summertime.
Yeah, yeah. Probably felt pretty good. No steam coming off of it. No icicles or icebergs.
No icicles.
By the way, speaking of Germany, before I forget, Matthias told me to say thank you to Kelly and also hello. Matthias is his YouTube name is Al Quadrone.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've been I was chatting with him or leaving comments
Matthias.
back and forth.
Matthias, yeah,
Matthias. Okay. All right. Well, awesome. Where is he from in Germany? Do you know what town?
I don't know, but maybe Kai knows. Do you know Kai?
I have no idea.
Matthias. Well, he's probably not from the way up north like Kai is, because that's where they grow the real men.
Hold on. I sent him something. So, Niddero. I don't know how to say that. Is that a city?
What?
Nidderau. Is that a place?
Yeah,
what?
Nidderau.
Niederau. Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell with me, but
it's near Himmelschnauken.
There you go. Is that north?
Germany.
It's northeast of Frankfurt, it looks like.
Yeah.
Frankfurt's
he's
kind of north.
Middle.
Yeah, I guess Frank. So, Kai, you're from up near, like north of Hamburg, right?
Yep.
Near Denmark.
Yeah.
Okay.
100 miles north of Hamburg.
So you're not actually a hamburger.
No. But do you know where the hamburger term comes from?
I thought that was that. No. I was thinking of John Kennedy and the Berliner. Ich bin ein Berliner.
No. Hamburger. It was actually two guys from Hamburg that had immigrated to New York, and they start serving what we call in Germany frikadellen. German meatballs. Okay.
Ah.
And nobody could pronounce frikadellen. So instead of going to pick up frikadelles from the Hamburg guys, this got renamed into hamburger.
Ah. Okay. Wow, that's a good little story.
Everyone has to go down to the Americans level, right? You just have to dumb it down.
Dumb it down for us, yeah. Call it the
I don't
hamburger.
know if we can dumb. Speaking of dumbing down, howdy, feller.
I hear you. You hear
We're
me?
live.
Yeah, you hear me okay? Oh, my Lord. You didn't even know what I just went through a second ago.
What's up, Chris?
Kelly shows up. AI Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. You need to replicate yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna hear this. No, Kelly, just relax right now. You're gonna hear this real quick. I walk in the door, okay, come in the house, and I'm looking down at my cat's area. Okay, I got a freaking 20-year-old cat.
Called the kitty litter box?
No, not the litter box. We have people that come and clean our house, Anyway,
no, that's way too fancy for me.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'm not doing that. I clean friggin' Jamie, my wife. She friggin' wants that. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
She's the queen. I don't freaking make those decisions. Anyway.
So the maid was there.
Whoever came in this afternoon decided to feel bad for the 20-year-old cat. Well, 20-year-old cats have really weird diets. They're anyway. So if you have cats and you know that, and believe me, this is not my cat. My kids let it in the door 20 years ago, and then they moved away. Okay, like the dog. Anyway, so
that's like what happened to me with Chris.
Yeah. Anyway, the cat just puked. I mean, we're talking projectile vomit because they filled her little bowl up because they felt bad for her because she was meowing at them. Well, she's got kidney disease and thyroid disease. They're always hungry, So she filled her bowl full of treats. It's like explosive material. And she was home going, "Wow, wow," and I'm like, oh my gosh. I put her out in the garage and it's like,
You got her outside before it happened.
Oh my Lord. She usually, she'll do that in the house if I freaking don't catch it. Anyway, that's what anyway. There you go. How was your
You didn't step in it, huh?
No, it was so much. It was so much puke. I couldn't, a cat, little tiny body, just.
When my daughter was a baby, there was one night that she threw up on me 3 times. Like I just kept thinking she must be empty by now, and then blah, all over me.
Oh yeah, it's pressurized and it's all pressure. Yeah. Anyway, hey, welcome guys. Nice to see you guys.
Nice to see you. Is it hot where you are? I'm imagining so.
Oh my God, it's so hot. We had a fire drill at 2:30, and it's 104 out there. So we evacuate down to the football field. Well, it's another 10 degrees hotter on the turf. So we're sitting out there and it's like 115. And I'm like,
whose idea was that?
Sweating.
Dang.
It was it's good though. It's good to be back to work. I like my job. So.
Oh yeah. When did school start back?
2 weeks. This is my second week back. So.
Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah. I saw a school bus running through the neighborhood the other day and I was like, what? Oh yeah. Is it already that time?
Sorry, you don't even know. See, that's what happens when you get older. You don't remember that stuff.
Well, it seems like it's always changing too.
I think you guys start this. I think in Texas they start about the same time.
The high school, like the middle school and high school and elementary did, but my son, I just moved him into the dorm yesterday, and
college,
he's at UT, and they start on Monday, like a week from yesterday.
Yeah, college. They're always the same.
In Austin?
Yeah, he did his time in San Antonio, and he moved back to Austin. So he got
enough.
Well,
so you put him in the dorm in Austin because he didn't live close enough, or what?
Well, it's about 10, 11 miles to campus from my house, and yeah, I wanted him to have the whole college experience. I mean, that's what I had.
Yeah,
it was funny. He lives about 3 blocks from where I lived when I was in school. So it was kind of cool moving him in, but it's all changed. I mean, everything in West Campus is now all condos and high rises. I lived in this apartment that was old when I went to school, and it's still there, and it looks pretty bad.
And the rent still is twice as much.
I paid $300 a month when I started at school. I had a roommate, and our rent was $600 a month, and we split it, and so mine was $300. Had my own bedroom, my own bathroom, little 2 in West Campus. Yeah, $600 a month for both of us.
How many square feet? How many square feet?
Oh, it was probably 700-800
with 2 people.
Yeah,
so about $1,200 right now, or $1,400 maybe, and then they split that, so it's 7 or 8 now. Does that make sense?
I can tell you right now, my son's rent is about 4 times what I paid, and he's in a apartment with 4 other guys, so they're paying like $5,000 a month total for this place.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's out of my daughter was going to move there until a week ago. They finally said we can't do it. For that same amount of money, they can buy a starter home here, and our rent is just as expensive. And I'm like, you stay here, and we'll get this house thing going. You go to Texas, and we ain't helping that.
Yeah,
that's threat, but well, we can't help. I mean, it's too far away.
Wait,
I mean,
are you in Arizona or New Mexico? You're in New Mexico, right?
I'm in Utah.
Utah, that's it. I knew it's one of the 4 corners.
Utah. Southern Utah. I'm about an hour and 50 minutes from Vegas.
Nice. Yeah. Chris and I were in Vegas.
Canyon country.
In June.
Very hot.
Yeah, it was quite.
Yeah, we're Vegas. We're Vegas, but half the people and not the crime. So
there's probably no gambling in Utah either, huh?
No legal gambling. No.
Yeah.
They just finally put beer in the grocery stores this year, or 2 years ago.
Wow.
So there you go. If you want to know how that works,
like 3%.
No, it's regular. They just don't have wine. They're kind of moving that way, but the liquor is still controlled by the state. So they have a state-run liquor control. So and it's all, and they have their own stores. They like the revenue. It's nice. So.
Yeah,
everybody likes the revenue.
Yeah, it's nice money. We can take that. But
And in
Yeah.
Germany, they have the beer in the elementary schools.
We had
You don't even have to go to a grocery store. You can just go to the cafeteria at lunch, and they got a little keg for all the little
Yep.
kindergartners.
I was a physical education teacher a long time ago, and we had in my gym there. We used to have like an old people Olympics. Okay, we kind of sponsor it, So anyway,
that sounds like spin up.
yeah. So that for basketball, they were holding one of our gyms was for basketball. So we got these old NBA players. We're talking NBA players that are like 80 years old and stuff. And there's this team from Latvia that came in, and like with the game's over, they came in and they all were like chilling, and they start cracking beers open in the room, and they're having a party in there. My kids are coming in.
Dang.
It's like that looks really great, but you can't do that.
Yeah, you're in a
What do
school.
you mean you can't do that?
And they pull out their weapons, and they're just like pew pew pew.
Then you got really old guys, full frontal nudity walking around.
Oh yeah. Okay, but in Latvia, that's nothing, right?
That's were the days, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, fun times. All right. Hey, I saw the flight video last week of
Yeah, Chris.
That was pretty cool.
Chris zipping around the office.
I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed with your flying, but I'm really impressed with that little bird. I made the mistake of ordering another freaking beta FPV quad, so it's on its way. The Pavo 20P.
Well, you were always a big fan of the same one that I liked, the Rocket, right? The Gep RC Rocket. I will say, and Chris and I both went through this phase where we were really in love with the Flywoo. What was that one called? The race Cinerace. And then I kind of feel like, well, I definitely feel like the Cinehawk from Emax flies better.
Yeah.
I
Flies
like
better outdoors too.
Kai kind of like, after I already put my payment down, I call him like, yeah, I bought this. I'm stupid because I don't. The last one I bought is broken and still in the closet because I crashed it like one time, and the camera mount is terrible. So I bought a new frame, and I got a new camera mount, and then I put it all together, and then I fry the freaking ESC when I'm putting it back together. I get it back going because of course I got to fix this really bad. This bad joint, this bad solder joint. And I'm like looking in my microscope because I just successfully built one, so I'm like a pro now. So I put that under the microscope and put power to it. And
oh no.
It's you're screwed there, all in one. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do. So I go and buy another one like a dummy.
Well, the nice thing is once you have enough, it's almost like you have spare parts. Cause we actually, one of the Cineraces broke, right? The motherboard went kaput. So Chris harvested the 03 unit out of that and put it into this new one. But you can apparently buy it with an 03 unit. And Kai, you'll be happy to know, I think you'll be happy to know that we did not have any problems with ELRS on this one. Have had no range issues like we had on the other Emax with ELRS.
Yeah, and I'm still thinking it's some sort of setting issue. At one point, I was actually thinking it might have been the RF board in the controller that got fried somehow.
You mean in the transmitter?
Like the radio got turned on without an antenna on it, and fried the RF.
Oh. The in the quad, not in the
radio.
No, but the radio works fine. Well, actually,
if
Chris,
the radio doesn't have any output, then you can't reach out to anything, right?
No, I know you you shouldn't turn any of those transmitters on without a antenna attached. But Chris, we try both the Boxer and your radio?
Yeah.
With the ELRS, and it worked on both.
It's got to be a setting on that receiver.
What radio were you
reflashed?
Maybe.
Chris has a Radio Master.
Boxer.
Yeah.
TX16S.
Yeah, TX16S and Emax's ELRS module.
What does the the frame and motor only. What's the power package cost on that without the
like 180, I think.
160.
Yeah, I should have got that. Kai told me that. He's like, you should have bought that. I never listen sometimes, and I'm gonna regret it. I know
Yeah,
it.
You can't back out.
You
Like
don't
you're
listen.
committed?
I'm okay. I'm gonna. It's gonna fly fine. You know?
Well, is it
I
is it ducted or is it open?
It's the you can put it up on the screen. It's the Beta FPV. It's ducted. It's duct. It's a whoop. Who knows if the ducts do anything? But it's a 3S, so that's the other thing that's nice. I don't want a 2S center whoop. And the nice thing about I think isn't yours 4S?
Mhm.
Isn't
Yeah,
see,
This is a 4S.
That's another advantage. Is 4S is just so much better.
Yeah.
I think you can fly it with a 3S.
Back on something real quick. Y'all were talking about how booze in elementary school. Obviously, that's not right. But let me show you what it looks like if you go to a grocery store in Germany. This is at the checkout, where we have a bunch of candy at the checkout.
Right, and then all your schnapps.
Look at all that.
Dang.
You got to pick up your schnapps. You never know. It's
There's
a long
your
drive home.
Jägermeister, there's Küstennebel, there's vodka, there's a little bit of everything,
and gum to cover your breath. and blue M&Ms. I see blue M&Ms down there.
Right down below there,
Yeah.
I see them.
What are blue M&Ms for?
Oh, shoot, the hell, why not?
Those have like I'd say maybe
Hazelnut
coconut,
They
almond.
have hazelnut spread on them.
What?
Yeah, actually, Chris, I accidentally bought creamy coconut Dr. Pepper.
I actually like the taste of that.
I have a 6-pack of this. Well, it's not bad, but it's not regular Dr. Pepper. It's kind of.
I like it, but it gives me a headache if I drink a lot of that.
Yeah.
I'll get a headache over time. Plain old
You guys missed it. I had a really great. Well, maybe you saw it. I had Chris try Dr. Pepper one time, and he just about gagged.
Yeah, that did not taste great. Too many flavors.
Like
See,
you'd be okay with 22, but 23 was one too many.
Yeah, definitely.
And if anybody's wondering why Kelly is so fuzzy, that has to do with the AI thing. You know?
It's just it's in the beta version right now.
Chris kind of messed up this week though, and he posted this. And he said, that was his car, but I know for a fact that's actually Kelly's car.
It is a white Honda. Actually, funny thing, we both drive white Hondas, so it's hard to tell.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know if Kelly actually knows why I posted that. I told my phone, I said, "Hey, G, create an image of a white Honda CRV on fire." And
that's an AI image.
Google Assistant can just create stuff nowadays. And the reason I wanted
that was AI. That's good.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's how we have Kelly today.
The reason I wanted that image was because I got stung by a scorpion in my car, and it went down in the seat, and I don't know how to get rid of it. So just light it on fire.
Wait, when did this happen?
A few days ago. I think it was on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't buying that bullshit scorpion story.
Wait. Do you have a dash cam that was running? Because I'd love to see the footage.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad actually. Like he wasn't on full attack mode apparently.
Oh, he was on like level 1 beginner mode.
Yeah, apparently.
So you didn't kill him. He just fell back in the seat.
I didn't know what was happening. I just felt this prick right here, and then I was like, "What's going on?" And then I felt another sting right here, and then next thing I know, it was like scurrying in between the seat and the
Chris, I have just the thing for you. There's these little black bean bags that go in between your seat and the center console. They keep stuff from falling down in between. You need some of those. Hey, can we get a super chat or something to buy Chris some little anti-scorpion devices, please?
Little plastic things that go down in the crack there.
Well, yeah.
Well, if y'all had a 3D printer,
That's Kai's answer to everything. It's a 3D printer.
Who sent me the scanner picture? Somebody sent me an ad for a scanner. The little handheld scanners. so you can scan objects and then 3D print them.
You can do that with your phone now.
I've done that but this one's, kind of like, it'd be nice to have like a peripheral. You hook it up to your computer, get the file. I don't know the whole process.
Oh, it looks like you're having a boy.
But
So,
I thought that was kind of cool.
And I don't know, did you watch last week's episode at all there, Kelly?
Of what?
The last week's stream? Did you watch any of it?
No.
Because I found some historic footage of you and Chris in your early
I don't
days.
watch drone videos anymore.
Okay. Well, I found some footage of you and Chris working together in the early days with this Evil One,
Is that an Autel or is that a Spark?
That's the Evil One. That's,
That's an
Chris's
Evil
friend.
One. Wow. Well, first of all, which one is Chris and which one is me?
Well, I mean, it must be quite
You're the
old
smart
because
one.
you still had hair in this one.
Yeah, you're the smart one.
I'm just glad neither of them is picking bugs out of the other one and eating it, like the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because that would be me doing that, not Chris.
Yeah, Kelly eats anything.
I do
Apparently.
kind of eat anything. There's no 10-second rule with me. It's the 10-year rule.
The crustier, the better.
Yeah.
So
That's why I
Chris,
have
what
such a healthy constitution.
What AI
Yeah.
program are you using? Again, would you say?
I just said to my phone, "Hey, Google,
G.
generate a photo of a white Honda on fire."
Here, demonstrate. Do one for us now.
I want to see. I want to see. Yeah, I'm slow.
Ask it to generate a monkey.
Oh, you're just asking Google. Oh, wow.
A monkey flying a drone while wearing a hat.
Hey Google, generate an image of a monkey flying a drone while wearing a hat. Let's see what it comes up with. Your other device.
I can do it with Adobe,
Yeah.
but I've never done it with.
All right, we got 4 options.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Here's one.
And he's kind of an older, wiser girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, that guy.
He's like
not very
Rafiki.
bright. I like
There's
the other guy.
Chris.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that Google Assistant does this.
Yeah.
Just built into your phone.
Yeah, just so it's part of your assistant.
You never said pirate though. You never mentioned the word. I don't know where it got the pirate theme.
I
Yeah,
guess.
it does its own crap.
Yeah,
wait, go back to the pirate one. That
Okay.
almost looks like the Lone Star UAV hat,
Oh,
doesn't it? Like, look, put it next to. Oh my God, he's wearing a Lone Star UAV hat. Kai, look at that. You should sue.
Just copy and paste that, superimpose it over the top.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's I love the AI stuff going on. I'm blocked. At school they blocked everything. They don't want the kids in it. They want the kids. They think that's going to keep them from cheating and whatever.
Well,
They
you're
have to
still.
understand that the NSA actually goes to high school students to basically look for stuff.
You're still making them listen to comedic history podcasts, right, Chris?
I don't force them to do.
Well, you're not forcing them, but
I had
encouraging.
2 of them actually. I had 2 of them actually today for the last hour of the day. They were actually watching my videos on their Chromebooks, and I'm like, dude, we got stuff to do today. I didn't tell you to go there. It's like, look, man, look at there he is, Mr. Goble. He's there. And I mean, I got like 900 freaking videos online, and I mean, they're just looking. They can find it. I can't hide.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
like, guys, hey, we got stuff to do. Get away.
They're gonna model your voice and start making you say stuff you didn't really say soon.
They'll start with trolling a little bit, and then they'll get sick of it because I won't react, and then they'll disappear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the AI stuff. Yeah, they'll make my voice and put some. That would be it's going to be creepy. They got some creepy stuff coming up.
It's already creepy. We're past the gonna be stage.
Yeah, it's true. But oh well.
Yeah, well,
I'm
we
ready.
can have an AI
I'm ready. Let's
Kelly.
go.
I mean, we're way past the creepy.
Let's go. I'm ready. I can fight back. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go.
I'm not intimidated. Let's go. Bring it on, man.
Here,
Bring
let's
your
see.
best.
Let's see who can be the first one. I'm guessing Chris is going to be the not Chris Waters, but the other
which
Chris.
one?
It's going to be name this spaceship.
Ooh, I know what it is, but I can't remember what the name is. That is
some Star Wars thing.
It is some Star Wars thing. Chris, have you ever seen Star Wars?
No.
I wish I could really
I was
see it.
talking about Die Hard the other day, last week, and you didn't know what that is.
This is the snow speeder from the planet Hoth. It's the one that took down the big walkers. You know, they flew around with the cables. Pew pew.
Ooh.
So I gave Chris an assignment.
Speeder. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
About a month ago, 3 weeks ago. He's trying to finish the game Portal.
Still stuck.
All the way through. Have you guys ever played Portal?
I don't know Portal.
Oh, well.
I'm a Call of Duty person, man. I'm going for
Portal is the more cerebral shooter game.
I want games quick, and I like to shoot them.
Well, there's shooting involved, but it's more of a physics game. You shoot one portal, it's blue, and then you shoot another one, it's orange, and then you can walk through it. And when you walk through the one, it takes you out the other. And so it's basically a maze you're trying to get through by getting these portals in different places. And have you ever watched who is it, Corridor Crew, Chris?
Yeah.
They do a lot of cool videos, and they did this one Chris had seen, and he's like, I didn't even understand. I thought they just made that up. And then I was like, no, that's the most awesome game ever, called Portal. And then I brought my Xbox up to the office, plugged it in, and said, Chris, finish this without cheating.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Not yet. It'll happen.
Yeah, but it's I don't like the idea of video games because it's like wasting time kind of thing. But this was kind of like the perfect game because
waste of time.
Because because it's like a puzzle. It's a logic puzzle, and you have to really use your brain and not just shoot things. But
I would venture to say that flying
a drone.
I'll
take it.
Flying a drone is just as is in the same category as.
I'm not insulted.
No, I get it. Yeah. Everyone has their own way to kind of chill.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big video game guy, so I'm not really not that offended. But
you got more important things to do than video games.
That's right. Like replicate myself in the AI world.
So Chris is replicating you because he done did you in. And now we know how you got rid of your body.
So I was up in actually Sheboygan, Michigan about a week ago, and I took the Mini 4 out, and there was a lighthouse out in Lake Huron that was like you could see it, and I thought, oh, I'll fly out to the lighthouse, and it was kind of windy, not super windy.
I've seen that video.
I didn't lose the drone or anything, but it was so weird because I flew for a good 15 minutes toward this lighthouse with the Mini 4, and I could not even barely see it in the screen. Like it just never really got closer to it. I could actually show you, Kai. Can I share my screen?
Sure.
How do I do that? Present.
Down at the bottom, the toolbar.
Yep. Video file.
Present.
Okay.
Present.
Hold on. I'm just going to go to video file. Let me see what this one is. This is 13. Okay. There we go. And 13. All right. Here we go. All right. It should be playing now. All right. So can you see, on the horizon, that little tiny white dot?
That's like a channel marker. Is you sure that's a lighthouse?
Maybe it is a channel marker. So what's interesting is what we're looking at here. This is Lake Huron, and over on the right is Mackinac Island. That's Mackinac Island, and
that's probably 20 miles across.
To the left, to the left of, you can kind of see the edge of the land there, right in the middle of the screen, just slightly to the left of the middle. That is where it connects with Lake Michigan. So basically, this is where Lake Michigan and Lake Huron connect. But you just don't get a sense. And I haven't spent a lot of time on the Great Lakes, but you don't really get a sense of just how huge these things are until you fly a drone over it, and it just
I'd
goes
love
and
to
goes.
fly that area. That's beautiful. You can see in the water. Look at how clear it is.
Yeah. No, it was really pretty. We ended up jumping in and going swimming. Yeah, it was a much nicer place to be than Texas this time of year.
Oh yeah.
Is it kind of like a beach though, Kelly? Like,
yeah, here, let me play another video for you.
does it feel like it's not a, does it feel like it's part of the ocean in a sense, or not really?
No. I mean, there were some waves, and so
Mhm.
we did get some waves. But here's when I first took off.
Do you have to like reshare? Oh yeah.
There we go. So you kind of see there's a little bit of a beach there, and you see those. I mean, you would think that was the ocean, right?
That's pretty. It's gorgeous. I love that. You can see there's sand going out there too.
Yeah,
this
is like a little private beach. And the rocks were so awesome. The rocks were just beautiful out there. They were just like every rock was bright colors. And there's a town called Podesky, I think. And there's these things called Podesky stones. I think I'm getting the name wrong, but there's actually a YouTuber, and I've seen him now, and I was looking for them. But Podesky is on Lake Michigan, not on Lake Huron. But it is these stones with little fossils in them, and this guy shines them online, and they're just awesome looking. Anyway, it was fun. I really here. Hold on, let me show you one more. I'll show you one more where you can see the beach. Present. Boy, I gotta say, StreamYard is sure easy.
A lot of excitement about a guy polishing his rocks, but what do I know?
Well, I heard you're an expert rock polisher.
I outsourced that.
I have when we're all done, I've got a chart that fits the last conversation that I saw today. So,
there's the beach.
Oh wow!
You can kind of see me standing there on the ramp.
Yeah, Michigan is so much different than, say, northern Minnesota. It just a little bit. It's different. The beaches are different.
What kind of trees are there? Just like conifers and a whole bunch of other.
Yeah, a lot of pine trees.
Non deciduous, like more evergreen.
I think some of them lose their leaves. But yeah, some really nice houses.
Like northern Minnesota, it's mostly pines, and that's where I go. That's Lake Superior, though.
Okay. Is that the best lake?
Yeah, my sister lives up there.
Is that the best one based on the name? Does it have a superiority complex? Hold on, I'm going to show you one more. This is where I was
ish.
This is where I was trying to get close to that, close to what I thought was a lighthouse, and you can see it a little bit better in this one. So let's see, 18.
I would say that's maybe 2 miles from that. That seems about, I wouldn't know flying. I didn't fly that far, but if I did, it seems about 2 miles at least.
This one? Hold on. How come I can't show this thing? Video file and 18 and open. Maybe it takes a second to load. Okay. There it is. All right. So you can kind of see it there right in the middle.
I'd fly there. I'd try.
You think that's a channel marker?
Yeah, it's probably it's a navigation beacon. For sure,
okay.
But it's not a full-fledged lighthouse.
What's really
a real lighthouse? It would even off that far, you'd see.
What's really weird? So you could see it with your eyes, like you could look out and see it, and it was just plain as day. I mean, it was small, but it was plain as day.
It's a navigation marker. You're supposed to see them.
Yeah.
But the whole idea behind it
at night.
But then flying towards it, it looked tiny, and I think it's the wide-angle lens on the camera, right?
Yeah. But you're working it. You see the way the water's coming towards you.
Yeah,
you're flying into the wind.
And I did that on purpose. If it had been with the wind, I wouldn't have tried because then I couldn't have come back.
That's a great flight. I would try it, but
yeah,
I'd get the.
Yeah, I lost my nerve because my battery was like about 60%. And
I lose my nerve about there. I'm not into losing anything by stupidity.
Not happening this time.
Okay, Dad, what are you trying to
you guys were talking about playing video games and this and that. This was a list of unattractive male behaviors. That's number 1.
Wow.
Collecting figurines is 2. magic
Gosh.
tricks, online trolling,
I do all those
gambling,
things.
building model trains. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, but you could replace that with flying drones.
Drones aren't on there. You know what else is not on there? Watching sports.
Mm.
You'd think that would be way up there with the playing video games.
Or polishing your rocks.
I just thought that just happened to show up today.
You just polish your rocks in private. Ain't nobody's gonna have a problem with that. Kelly.
Well, the person that posted this, I say,
okay.
Polishing your rocks.
Now I know what that extra little room in your studio is for, though.
The person that posted this, I said, yeah, I'm going to balance this out. I'm going to watch sports and play video games, since we probably could watch sports together
while I'm polishing my rocks.
Polishing rocks. Anyway, yeah, it's just happened to hit the.
Yeah, that's something.
Anyway. Are we going to talk about some drone stuff today?
Well, we can talk.
I've been showing you drone footage.
I got some to show.
Oh. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to figure out who you are, because you're disguising your identity.
Who, me or Kai? What do you got there, Kai? Is that something for me to crash? I mean, fly?
Well, eventually you'll get around to it. I like to fly it once or twice before you do, though.
All right, you better get going.
Remember my little 3-inch Beetle?
I remember the Beetle. Yeah, I like the Beetle.
Well, I put the Moonlight kit in it.
Oh, so it's a nighttime Beetle.
Yay! We got a quad with the Moonlight kit.
It's a nocturnal Beetle.
I've been waiting so long for somebody to fly with that.
So is it all run off the main battery, or does it have its own battery for the lights?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you said Moonlight kit. I assumed it was a lighting thing.
It's Walksnail's 4K recording system.
Oh, wow.
It's the DJI version of Walksnail.
Wow.
It's kind of,
I guess the Walksnail version of the DJI 03.
Like it has onboard recording.
Is it any good?
Yeah, good quality.
It's got the SD card slot right there.
We don't know if it's any good because he has to fly it.
So, yeah.
I got to say, I've not been super impressed with Walksnail.
It's been hard to love it.
Okay. How hot does it get? I wonder if it stays a little cooler. Probably.
And this thing, it should be okay because there's a lot of air going through.
Yeah, that's a cool cover you got on the whole thing too.
Is it the same footprint, you think, as an 03?
Yeah.
Or is it bigger?
It's the exact same footprint as an 03.
Yeah, because it's hard because right now we don't have scale. So
yeah, it looks a little bigger.
Yeah, so that's a 2.5 inch or a 3 inch?
3 inch.
3 inch, yeah, okay.
What about internal stabilization, like image stabilization?
Oh, yeah, good question. Probably gyro flow.
It doesn't have it built in, but you can use what's the gyro flow
to polish your rock. If you're not going to use rock steady, you can use gyro flow.
The joke keeps on going.
Yes, it'll never end.
Your rock steady polishing.
I will say the one thing, Chris and I flew that Avata 2 compared to that little Cinewhoop, the Cinehawk Mini, and having the ability to tilt the camera with the controller is really huge. That is such a nice feature on the Avata that I wish the Cinehawk had. You know, because we actually didn't have the right sized Allen key to loosen it, and it was tightened down pretty tight with 4 bolts, right, Chris? Two for the pivot and 2 for the lock. Yeah, and we couldn't adjust it, so we were stuck flying it at the angle it was at.
And you like it to be cranked down, otherwise it's moving all over the place.
Oh yeah. I mean, just you should bring the right size Allen key, right?
Been there, done that.
I've doing that.
I've not brought anything, and I'm like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
Now I'm got to drive.
Trying to get a pocket knife in there, or a toothpick, or something.
No, I just bag it and go home. I give up.
Well, and in case anybody's wondering about Kelly's flight capabilities, Avata or Cinehawk Mini, you know, I came across this little tidbit here.
Oh, goodness.
And there he goes.
Oldies but goodies. They'll never.
And there's the Cindy Hawk Mini 03.
Hello, little freaking.
And
you almost got it.
Fucking gravity, I'll tell you.
Wait, was that a goat at the bottom?
It's because you said "bah." Sorry, I put a little sheep.
Have I even seen this? I don't feel like I've even seen this.
I just uploaded it.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
You're so close at the bottom there.
I would have been much happier because goats also say "bah."
Oh yeah. Oh
as
yeah.
Sure. As I see you coming up over, I'm like, that's not enough time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. Chris is better at power looping than me for sure.
Get it?
And he like got up and did it in the second try. But if I hadn't power looped in months, and so that was like the first time we had tried in a while. How are you guys with power loops? I don't think I've ever seen Kai do one.
I can do them. I don't like to do them that low. I don't like crashing. I'm really, I like my quads not breaking.
We found this little park that is near the office, and what's really nice about it is it must either have a well or some great power or water supply because the fields are always super lush and green, even in the heat of summer. Don't you think, Chris? I mean, those fields tend to be very soft, and so if you're going to crash, that's a great place to practice power loops.
No, you got to practice. I haven't had good.
Maybe I'll let you fly one of my quads again because I know what you've done with my master and the power lines.
Oh yeah. We've
power
all
looping
seen that.
Quads, you want the 3-inch and down. Those are nice because you get lots of time to make those turns. And if I could get a Cinewhoop that's like the Vata 2, you don't want a power loop with that. You don't want.
No, that's difficult.
You can do it, but it's I'm not going to get anywhere near the ground.
But hold on, can I show you one more here, Kai? This is something that I haven't shown. I think I've shown Chris this, but I don't think anybody else has seen it yet. Let me see if I can get to it here. This is something you definitely want the Avata 2 for, not the number 4, but to do. All right. So, and the interesting part, is there a way to scrub through this? Oh, can I do that? Wow. Okay. So this is on the St. Lawrence River, which is where all the Great Lakes drain out into the Atlantic. And this water is very clear as well. But I came up on this freighter with the Avata 2. And then let's see if this is the good one. See, now that I don't live stream anymore, I don't even have any place to show these things, so I'm like kind of excited. So
Frank says he still needs to grow the nads to fly FPV manually. You just got to. We all kind of started that way.
10 batteries a day for like 3 or 4 days, and then you're good.
I just remember the process. One day I went and tried one thing. The next day I got a little bit braver, and you just kind of get braver, and then it's a slow process, but you just kind of add your skills. Like, all right, I'm going to do a tight turn now. And then now I'm going to try to loop, and
I'm going to fly really close to a giant boat.
What Kelly didn't tell you guys is this whole video is just AI generated.
Right. By an AI creature, me.
It could be.
But look at that. Isn't that awesome? Just
of course it's AI generated.
Zooming along. He's got like 4 leaks in the side of the boat.
Oh yeah.
More than that too. Dang, man. Where's all that water coming from?
Yeah.
I always wondered that when you will go by boats like that or ships, that do they take on that much water? That's a lot of water.
They're spraying down their deck to keep their cargo cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll see them like with sprinklers going across the top. There's a helipad on there too. I should have landed on the helipad and taken back off.
They also take in water to get they take in ballast so they can stay. Yeah. So they could be getting rid of ballast too. That's another thing.
I'm gonna start since the Golden Arches challenge didn't really work out. I'm gonna start a new one called the Freighter Helipad Challenge. So I challenge everybody to land their drone on a moving freighter's helipad.
That's an even better idea.
Yes,
that would be actually kind of cool. I always think
cool.
every time I see a McDonald's sign spinning, I'm like, Yeah, that would be fun to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Kelly, would you feel confident flying the Emax drone out there or not? Because like, I feel like the Avata 2 is really the only.
Too far.
The range. I mean, this is about 2 miles away from where I am. Like I'm way over. You see that land over on the right? I'm way over on that land on the right.
Avata 2 can do about a mile before you wouldn't want to do that.
No. This was probably about 2 miles, and the reason it was fine is because there was nothing in between me and it. Right? It's just a clear open space. It's just water. Right?
Right. So I'm just looking at. I know it's water, but I'm looking at battery time. I'm looking at can I make it back? I wouldn't take a long flight like this with anything.
You want a challenge? You land on that canopy on that little boat next to it, not on that big ass.
I've done that. But not on.
I mean, on purpose and not by accident.
I would take the Mini 4K out there, no problem.
Yeah,
no problem. Whatever.
I'd
go out there and tell.
Oh boy.
55%.
Hold everything. Doc Murdoch just ventured.
What? Doc Murdoch in the house. I was thinking about Doc Murdoch today because I was reading an article about this guy searching for Amelia Earhart's plane, and they were talking about like some of the telltale signs. I see Brent
in the house.
I see Mike. Right?
We got all sorts of people
Scott.
here.
I see Lee. Nice.
Lee, Brent,
Chris,
Scott, Jackrabbit, whoever that Sunrise guy is that keeps popping in here. Chris Wetchworth,
Akira Show,
Tina, Michael, Tex Armstrong guy.
When I had a lot more time, I would go to Paul Murray's channel. That's what he does. He does freighters, and he likes to. He lives in. I think he lives up by Superior, where more like my sister lives, and he does videos of all the freighters coming in and out.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like this giant, slow-moving thing to chase. And
it's great if you have a Mavic 3 Pro or something. That is the target of choice.
Well, I've done a lot of shots of freighters with camera drones and gotten some really cool ones. As a matter of fact, Chris and I used a couple of them in a client video. Remember a couple of years ago for Phoenix LiDAR?
Perfect shots.
We had this shot where these two freighters crossed in the channel, and it was like, oh, that was. I mean, that's like, if I was going to sell a shot for stock, that would be the one to do, but I never did.
Yeah, the Avata 2 gives you a lot more interesting shots for sure on that same.
Yeah, I don't think I would be comfortable getting that close to the side of it. And actually, I got closer in a couple of other takes, like because what I would do is I would go down along the side of it, turn around, and then come back along the other side of it, and then try to get as close as I could without anybody pulling out a shotgun and taking it out of the air.
But would you be comfortable doing that was the DJI Neo?
The what?
No.
The DJI Neo, that new mini whoop that's coming out.
Maybe the one that might come out.
All those Photoshop.
The one that was supposed to come out today.
Today?
Yeah.
Was it? We were talking about this last week. Was it supposed to come out today or later?
No, it was supposed to come out today.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out the 20th. It was supposed to be out today, and
I have not been following the rumors since last week.
But it will. The thing you were talking about earlier, you're talking about, does it have a camera that you can change the tilt? This one will, and you supposedly should be able to fly manual, but it's 2S, and there's no way you're going to fly it out anywhere further than maybe 1,000 feet without.
It's got 10K range.
Your pants getting full.
Is it for indoor? But it's probably for indoor stuff.
Yeah, it's a selfie drone, so it might not be able to go that. It might only be able to fly manually. It might only be able to fly usually 500, 1,000 feet. For something, it's like 2.2.
Well, and probably like
world.
even in the case of like that freighter or going out to that lighthouse, I've seen the pictures of it, or the supposed leaked pictures of it, and it looks like the wind would have a field day with it because it's
yeah.
pretty much enclosed, right? It's
It's
designed.
only 7 volts. It'll
Yeah,
freaking the wind will take it and you'll never see it again.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like it would be the kind of thing you'd fly around in the office, or remember Kai, we went over with Kai and flew under this
through
overpass of a bridge. But where did you hear you can fly manual? That's the part I'm most interested in.
In the Australian,
in the specs that was leaked yesterday, you could go through it, and the Neo is actually compatible with the Goggles 3.
Yeah, I heard that.
The Dildo 3 and the Controller 3.
Yeah.
The FPV controller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I thought you were going to be limited to the Dildo.
Well, Kelly, you remember, Kelly, you made a
I made a wish list.
A wish list.
Did you guys see that? It was like a 5 things I hope the Neo has.
Dildo.
The guy said that first.
Oh, my side hurts. I got a cramp.
It does vibrate when you turn it on, by the way.
No, that was the DJI FPV.
The motion
we'll
controller.
All be flying that thing.
But I will say in its defense, with the Avata, have you flown the Avata with it, Kai? With the motion controller?
No.
You can actually really
I have yet to fly the Avata too.
Oh, well, I will tell you, with the motion controller and the Avata 2, you can hit some very tight gaps. It's pretty amazing because there's a little crosshair that shows up, and you just kind of aim it at the crosshair, and that motion controller makes it super easy to hit really tight gaps. I was pleasantly surprised at how, I mean, it kind of makes, you don't even have to be a really good pilot anymore.
You can hit some gaps without crashing?
Yes. If I'm flying in normal mode and angle mode and using the dildo, then I'm hitting gaps.
Yeah,
he's hitting the gaps with a dildo.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's something about DJI and hitting gaps, you know.
Something about it.
I fly that without fear. I love flying with the DJI system with the both of them, the Avata and the Avata 2. It's for something about the security, you know, once you figure out its flight characteristics, you can do a ton.
You mean
of
with
stuff.
the motion controller?
Nah,
or with the regular RC?
Just the regular control. I did fly a little bit with the motion controller, and it's smaller. I like that. The dildo is smaller, so you can get into tighter gaps.
Well,
so
I did. One thing did come out in the specs, though. It only has like 22 gig onboard storage, no SD card.
Yeah, I think at some point, if you're flying it, I mean, it's rare that I even fill up a 64 gig card unless I'm doing flight after flight. Because I'd say an average. I mean, I'm looking at these files right now, like that chase of the freighter, which was 4K 60 with Rocksteady on. That was 3.7 gigs. So on a 22, you could do 7 of those flights or 6 of those flights on a 22 gig card.
Well, I mean, this is for the Neo is 4K 30, so theory you can
probably
get about
do more.
An hour of storage on
22 gigs. Yeah.
But
it seems like a selfie drone. I mean, that's the thing. If it will do manual, then I'm a lot more interested in it. If it'll fly an FPV manual, that's new to me.
Well, they advertise like an 18-minute flight time on that thing. So say, it might get 15 minutes. You got 3 batteries, that's 45 minutes. So 22 gigs should be adequate to get you through 3 batteries.
Yeah. Chris and I have been flying with some folks that work at a company here in town that have a big open empty warehouse space. It's eventually going to be a manufacturing area, but it's air-conditioned warehouse space, and I could see that being a lot of fun to fly in a space like that. Like that would be a really cool. Don't you, Chris? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what? Was all these malls that have all these abandoned spaces anymore?
Mm.
We need to figure out a way to utilize those spaces.
Crowbar.
Yeah,
There we
rock.
Come on. Then you just got to get a really, a crazy friend that doesn't mind.
Well,
coming in.
let me ask. I mean, Chris and I have already talked about this, but what are you guys even interested in the Neo? I mean, other than the fact that it's new, does it look interesting as a
They're fun.
Okay.
I'm kind of interested in it, but
Cheap.
the thing is, I don't have the Goggles 3, so I'm not invested into the whole DJI.
If they come out with a walk snail version, you'll get that.
Pardon?
If they come out with a walk snail version, you'll get that.
Possibly, but I mean, it don't matter. I'm hesitant buying into DJI right now with all that's going on in the political landscape.
Yeah.
Okay. And no, I still have the VTOL that runs on the DJI, has a DJI Air unit in it.
Yeah, it works on Goggles 1 and Goggles 2.
Yeah, I still have my V2 goggles, and I still have that black DJI controller, aka Chris's football.
Wow, Chris, that was really a powerful little nod you just gave.
But the Goggles Integra and the Goggles 2 are difficult to fit your face. Okay. The Goggles 3, I like to try them out sometime, but I mean, I'm not going to spend. Goggles 3 you can only fly with the O3 air unit, and they just recently made that available, right? And at $230 a pop, that's going to be a pricey proposition to retrofit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quads.
Yeah,
he's out.
With walks now, I can do it for about 150 a pop.
Well,
and here's the thing: for me, to have a quad was an 03 on it. That the only way it makes sense for that investment is if the quad is a sub 250 quad. Okay, and it will have to be some sort of dead kit because I don't want to see any props in that footage.
Well, the Neo is sub 250, right?
The Neo's 130 some grams.
Yeah,
135 grams.
Excuse me, guys.
Battery weight on that thing is like 45 grams. I don't even know how they got it down that far, but it's probably high voltage, and that's how they got the weight.
It's probably why they didn't put the SD card on it. Save weight.
Okay, you were asking about
you. But the thing is, if I spent $230 to have on board 4K recording, then I don't want to carry a camera. I want to stay sub 250, and if I go over the 250, and if I just go over 1 gram, then I might as well go all out and stick a GoPro or Action 4 or 5, whatever you have, on top of the drone and just fly with it. My 5-inchers here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
I know O3 is a damn good unit and has a damn good reception system for the receiver on it. But for me, the $230 a pop. I mean, you can't buy a DJI O3 quad, bind and fly for under $500 anymore.
Yeah. No, I think maybe that Cinehawk was like 480. Does that sound right, Chris?
Yeah, I was just about to look at that.
The Cinehawk Mini is about 480 with the O3 in it. No, I hear you, man. And so I do want to mention one other thing. I've actually been paying more attention to the Action 5 rumors than I have the Neo rumors. And I did hear that the Action 5 is going to allow you to use the previous batteries from the Action 4. I love the Action 4. I have become, first of all, the Pocket 3 and the Action 4. Chris and I have started shooting just about every video now just with those two cameras. We used to lug out, all the DSLRs and lenses and all that stuff, but now we're going out with the Pocket 3 and the Action 4, and we're just getting great shots. and the audio is great because they both have the mic that's connected directly to them, which is a game changer, honestly. If you're trying to do a review or a vlog or ride an e-bike or whatever, and you can wear that mic, it makes a big difference. But I was excited about the Action 4 or the Action 5 until I thought, well, I've got 4 batteries for my Action 4. And those batteries are $60 a pop or whatever,
Wow,
50,
yeah.
50. I don't know what they are, but they're not cheap, right? Just like all those little batteries.
Yeah.
So the retro, if that's true, I just saw this on a rumor for the Action 5. What they're doing with the Action 5 is it will be able to retroactively use the same batteries as the Action 4, and then they're going to have a higher capacity battery that fits into the Action 5 that you can use if you want more milliamp hours. So it'll give you longer use time in the same form factor.
Power.
Well, not more power, longer power, which I guess is more power.
More power.
It's a what is?
I want power.
So either of you excited about the Action 5 or don't care?
Yeah. I'm excited about everything, Kelly.
I can tell.
I freaking love. Watch this. Here, look.
Yeah, he's
Show
going
this
broke
guy.
just thinking of all the stuff.
Guy,
that
look.
the
I want
DJI
you to
is
see
coming
my.
out.
I want you to see my Google. This is my Google screen. Okay, I'm already got this thing on my brain. I have got drones on my mind all the time.
Neo. Wow.
That's you can't.
That's actually the best photo I've seen of it.
That's freaking awesome.
Is there a watermark somewhere on it?
No, yeah, there was a Jasper 27 on there.
Oh, the 27. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and then I wanted to show you there. This is my letter from Mitt Romney that from telling us that that he understands our pain and that China is on his mind. He used to be the ambassador to China, U.S. ambassador to China for I believe Barack Obama. Goes back that far. But anyway, yeah, I got my reply, and he's like, "Yeah, he's a lame duck. He's not running." So he just sent these out to cover for Mike Lee, who's part of the gang too. But
wow.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, I just I'm freaking important. Look at that. It even says my name on it.
Yeah.
Look at that, hey, Mister. It's like he's a student of mine. Okay. Anyway, this is what I was more proud of right there. Yeah, it's pretty. So.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's an impressive photo. I think all the photos I've seen so far have just been on the box, like pictures of the box, not the.
It's a Nevada Mini. It's a Nevada Mini. You just got to think of it that way, and then you're like, oh yeah.
I actually really love the Spark, so maybe it's like kind of a FPV Spark.
It could be.
Is it like a one camera? Do you think? Kind of looks like that.
Yeah, single. That is a half-inch camera. It's a half-inch sensor, supposedly.
Oh, I see.
Half-inch, and of course, it has a single axis, so you can adjust it. On the fly.
If it'll do manual mode, I'm all in. That would be exciting.
I still don't like the fact that the small capacity, but once you fly. I guarantee
for indoor flying, how
it goes
fun.
right to your phone. You just want to pull that flight right off, stick it on your phone or whatever you use to collect your information. It's kind of like that. It's like you fly one time. Let's get that flight.
It's like a social media thing. Like you put it on your phone and post it to TikTok or something. I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. Neo's going to be smaller on the Spark. Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. Okay, and then there's one other thing that DJI has coming out that we haven't even talked about.
2 more things.
Oh, well, I was going to mention the e-bike.
Maybe not. Oh, e-bike. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The mid-drive. The
mid-drive, 1,000-watt. It looks
so expensive.
It looks crazy. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be like $6,000 or $7,000 or something. Yeah. I'm starting a campaign to get one of those. I'm like, hey, how convenient is it that our drone channel's been doing e-bike videos, and we know drones, we know e-bikes. Send us a $6,000 e-bike.
Oh my gosh, they're so it's gonna be so
pricey. Amway, no, Am something or another. What is it called? I can never.
It was a couple weeks.
Amway was a multi-level marketing scam.
Yes.
So is DJI, by the way.
Amflow. That's what the bike is called.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Michael Wright's telling us it's illegal. Why you got to be such a buzzkill? Mike. Come
Why?
on.
Yeah. Why is there always that guy?
Stop with the buzzkill. Yeah, it's illegal.
It doesn't have 1,000 watts. It's 999.
I will tell you, unless that bike, because Chris has seen me trying to huff up these hills in my neighborhood. I live in a very hilly neighborhood, and unless it's got 1,000 watts, it's not gonna pull me up that thing.
You need a dual motor, Chris. You guys need to get a dual motor. That's what I'm looking for. I've got a single motor right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna buy a dual motor.
What do you have? Hub. Which one do you have?
I bought the two Ridstar bikes, the Q20, and then I still have the old. I still have the MG10 or whatever so they're 20-inch, $1,000 / whatever they decide the price to be.
So, are they cadence? They're cadence sensors.
Yeah.
So, have you tried a torque sensor yet?
No, I don't think. Are they? Yeah, I think they're both cadence sensors. Meaning that
at $1,000, they're probably they just kind of kick on. Like when you start pedaling, it just goes. These are
torque sensors. So when as you're pedaling,
so they're variable based on how much you pedal.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because Chris and I just rode what it's a really terrible name. It's the Velectric ST-T1S Plus.
T1 ST Plus, yeah.
T1 ST Plus. It is smooth as glass. Like the it's not an off-road bike. It's more of an on-road bike. But for the torque sensor in it for like $1,200, you should.
That's a good price.
I mean, but it doesn't have a throttle, so it's a class 1. So it is legal, Michael, right?
Yeah.
The e-bike police.
I'm into all those. I just love electric bikes. They're fun.
Oh, they're magic. They're magical. I totally agree.
Yeah. So I got a phone call. Hold on here, guys. This is the dinner call
already. Well, okay. I already told Chris, Kelly, but you guys need to take that bike down Lime Creek Road.
Oh God. I'll tell you what, we will do it if you'll ride in front of us on a motorcycle and clear the path. Make sure there's no cars coming. Because isn't it really windy?
Yeah.
And like no visibility and cars.
What do you need visibility for? You got a road.
And
if I were to ride in front of you on a motorcycle, you wouldn't keep up anyhow.
On that 1,000-watt dual motor, we would.
Oh, the dual motor is the way to go because, like I said, you can switch it on. You get in the hilly areas. You want to ride a single motor.
You want to pass Kai. You just kick it into turbo mode and go,
then you're
go,
31 miles an hour, 32.
You might pass by Lance Armstrong though, because that's where he used to train back there.
Oh, okay.
Can I get at least 2 subs? Who said that?
But don't make no jokes about polishing.
Guys, give him 2 subs.
Okay.
Hey, and everybody, real quick, if you are a fan of history and comedy, check out Dirt Nap City, and also check out Chris and I have a new channel about e-bikes. So we're trying to do e-bike content on the e-bike channel only to try and stop Fun Volts, FUNVOLTS.
We actually just posted the Fun Volts in the chat, and Carolina Airshots said he can get us 2 subs. So thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Yes. Appreciate that.
We need to bump up your subs again.
Yeah, we need the Kai bump again.
the Lone Star bump.
I haven't joined. I'll get mine in there. Just give me some time here.
Well, we got you to what was that 24 last week?
Yeah, if you're looking at e-bikes, I mean, here's the thing: is we keep getting. I get more offers for e-bikes these days than I do for drones, and I was like, we're really missing an opportunity if we don't do something with this. So.
I've got one sitting in my garage right now. I got one sitting down there in a box. I haven't even opened it yet.
You want to do a guest review?
Huh?
You want to do a guest review on Fun Volts?
Yeah, I'll do one.
You're 29 now, Kelly.
Wow. I think we were 27 when we started, so thank you.
Fun Volts. There you go. All right, you got another subscriber.
Fun Volts. Yes, thank you. We're about the joy of being shocked by electricity.
All right,
that's where Kai got that idea.
Energizing, isn't it?
Connecting a cathode to your finger and another one to your toe.
I put your bell on finally, so you
Thank
guys
you.
can spam me now.
Awesome.
We're gonna you'll like the content. It's fun.
Since we're showing off products here before I go, here is the Ruco
32.
module. There you go. There's your
Nice.
13.5 gram RID module for you guys all breaking the law. Right
Lone
there.
Star Bump. Wow, that is tiny.
It is teeny. Works good too.
I've got a little update for you on that one too.
13.5 grams.
It's
There
on
it is.
sale at Amazon. Was a $5 off coupon.
Yep,
Oh,
39
nice.
bucks. They're good. They're
So
nice.
put it down
Easy
to
to use.
35
Throw it on
bucks.
there. Comes with a bunch of little sticky things, and price is
Nice.
right. And if you're not if you want to show off that you're drone somewhere, then stick that on there. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I would just attach it to Chris's car to make
I'm
sure
gonna stick it on your bike.
make sure I can find him.
I wonder if it'd work like that. Yeah, that would be great, like a drone. Yeah. Put it on your.
I thought that's why you put the air tag on him.
That's right, because he doesn't have an iPhone, so he won't even know it's there.
Comes with a lanyard, so your wife knows where you're at. Goes right here.
Instead of your microphone, that's like your mic.
Honey, you can subscribe to my frequency. But I could put it on my dog Steve. That's what I should do. Let him
Steed?
run around with it.
Stede or EED?
Steve.
Oh,
Well,
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
I was thinking you named him Steed, like
No.
my trusty steed.
No, Steve. He's a human. You don't want to name him Steve.
That is a very human name.
He's Steve. He is a Steve.
Hello,
Right.
I am Steve.
All right, guys.
the
I gotta
dog.
go. I gotta go.
All right, good to see you, Chris. Take care.
All right, see you guys.
Bye,
Thank
Chris.
you so much. It was a good time. Bye.
We'll see you next week. And there you went.
All the enthusiasm just left the room. Back to three grumpy guys.
Back to the old farts.
The grumpy crew.
3 grumps.
Where's your, what the dickens happened there? Well, I must have closed out the wrong window.
What camera are you using, Kelly? Some AI camera?
It's the AI camera. It's the Insta360
It's not working worth
webcam.
the darn because you've been fuzzy all night.
Yeah, I wonder if it's your internet or if it's just the camera that's making you like you're very pixelated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you look like an AI creature basically the whole time.
Well, you are. He is an AI creature. We know that.
I don't know. I haven't noticed that on my own.
Okay.
Like I'm looking at the picture right now, but maybe because it's right here. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Maybe it's my wonderful internet connection at home too. Could be.
possibly.
All right.
You already picked your kids out, so they're not hogging your bandwidth anymore.
No, I'm the only one here right now. Should be easy going. I guess those downloads I have going in the background shouldn't are affecting it. I don't really have downloads going in the background. All right, Kai. Well, when it gets consistently below 95, we'll get together and fly.
Yeah.
Consistently below 95.
Yeah, like sometime in October, probably.
No, we need it. We need to get together because I need to try this thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm also building the Flyfish Atlas 4-inch. I need to start building some new stuff because my old frames here, the Catalyst Machine Works, are breaking, and it's getting to be difficult to get parts for the damn things.
Are they still in business?
Yes and no. They're no longer selling off their website, but they're supplying Pyrodrone with spare parts. But even the parts that Pyrodrone carries, about half of them are out of stock.
I think they're just based in Houston. You can maybe.
They are based in Houston. They're in Spring.
Yeah, seems like it'd be easy to get over there and.
They got bought up by somebody else, and shortly thereafter, everything on their website is listed as sold out.
Oh, dang.
And apparently, you can call their number and don't get an answer. And I've tried emailing them several times and never did get an answer. So, Catalyst Machine Works pretty much done at this point.
I remember the first time I heard of them, Nurk FPV was flying one of their drones called the Money Shot.
Yeah.
And he was doing it here in Austin at was like a dirt track where he was chasing some buggies, like dune buggies and stuff. And I went out there and watched and met those guys. It was kind of cool. That was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Nice. I saw his latest video with like a really skinny drone, just like a really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he put everything like kind of vertical,
almost flat.
Yeah.
This is his little 4-inch that I'm building now.
Oh, nice.
And the thing is, and you can't see it on this one, but there's this insert that goes into the cage. But there's 2 sets of mountings. There's a set in the back, and then there's one on a soft mount in this hole. So you got room to put either a walk snail or a DJI Vista type camera or the O3 system in these.
Oh, wow. And that's, is that going to be a 6S?
Yeah, 6S.
Kai didn't
Most
do
of my
4S.
stuff is 6S now. I only have one that's a 4S.
Yeah.
Everything else is 6S.
That's where you get into trouble, is those tiny little drones with a 6S in them. They're kind of
real
crazy.
men fly 6S. That's what Kai's motto is.
Well, I mean, we know how it goes with Kelly. You know, you sit on the tailgate, straight
Yeah.
up in the tree, and I was standing.
You cannot blame me because it's a 6S. I had no idea it was going to like leap like that. It kicked like a mule.
Well,
Kinda
you
like
need
the
to
muck
kick
wheel.
back.
Yes.
You need to get kicked by a mule.
I have been kicked by a mule just a few times. Well,
It's starting to show.
all right. I got to go.
Right. Yeah.
I'm actually so Chris, I've updated you on this. I'll share this with the audience. I sold a scooter, an electric scooter that I had reviewed, and the guy gave me cash. I sold it pretty cheap. Like I sold it for $180 and it was, $400. I didn't pay for it, so it was all profit. So I'm not complaining, but about a week after he got it, he messaged me on Facebook and said, "Hey, it's not working." And so I'm going to meet him now at 7. I told him to meet him at 7 tonight. And I've got his cash to give back, but I have this suspicion that, he's just doing something dumb, that that it actually works. But
Did your previous meeting fall through?
Austin, so.
yeah, it did fall through. He bailed on me actually. So,
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah. All right.
If I don't
didn't know
return
you
from
were
the
running
HEB parking
Amazon.
lot,
I mean-
it's because I got kidnapped by the scooter guy.
Well, I mean, we already know you're only an AI image of your.
That's true. There's
self.
16 other AI instances of me.
The artist used known once known as
formerly
Kelly.
known as Ready Set Drone. I can't
Yeah.
really goes.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
All right, you go deal with your return there, Mr. Amazon.
Mr. Facebook Marketplace. All right,
Yeah,
Kai.
but
Good to see you,
to
man.
have Amazon return policy.
All right. Well, keep me updated on your paddleboarding. I'd love to see a picture of that sometime, or some drone footage of it.
Yeah, get a Neo shot of it.
Yeah.
A selfie.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Well,
right.
see ya.
Thanks for having us on.
Else, we'll
Chris, I'll see you
all
tomorrow.
next week.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Same place, same time next week. And
Uh,
thanks for hopping in with us here, Kelly.
Yeah, it was fun. As
Let's
always.
see where we're at on your subscriber count now.
Oh, did we get more?
32.
Nice. Dang. I
Nice.
mean, that's percentage-wise, that's huge. It's like
Yeah.
a 10% bump in like 15 minutes. So thank you to everyone who subscribed on to
Yeah.
our
Fun Volts.
Fun Volts channel.
Fun Volts and or Dirt Nap City. We don't.
Yeah. I think Dirt Nap City has been sitting at 97 for a long time. So if
Well,
three
you might have just got
We got to 101.
Oh, yes. Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could learn something.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
That's
thank
awesome.
you guys very much. We Chris and I are going to Minefield this weekend, by the way. So on
you going to
Sunday,
Minefield?
That
We're
is
gonna-
fun.
we're gonna hit the road early on Saturday and then be there Sunday, like stay in Memphis and then be there Sunday morning, and then hang out until about early afternoon, and then head back. So it's gonna be a long 2 days.
Yeah,
but
get home by midnight, and then early morning, Monday morning, we have work.
video shoot. So
yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm not going to Minefield. I took my road trip to Florida here in July.
Well, maybe you'll go to the South Florida drone meetup next year.
You know, it's on my radar, but it's kind of difficult to get to.
It is. Yeah, it's not very.
If you try to fly in, you got to fly to like Miami or something,
Orlando, and
rent a
drive.
car.
Yeah. We did that 2 years ago. It was fun. Definitely a good time. But yeah, it wasn't easy to get to. All right, guys, I gotta pee, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper
Dr.
shot right through me.
Coconut Dr. Pepper.
Peace a lot.
See you later.
We'll see y'all.
Oh goodness.
Chris,
Hey,
thank
by the
you
way,
for.
yeah, real quick. Have you heard that AI song about Dr. Pepper?
There's an AI song about Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I'll have to, don't play it, but I'll have to just share the link in the chat, because
share away.
Okay. It's about drinking Dr. Pepper, and I can't believe that it was written by an AI, but yeah, here's the link for anyone interested in the AI Dr. Pepper song. But yeah, okay, there we go. All right, sorry, I got distracted. Squirrel. Anyway,
right.
thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me on, Guy.
Thanks for being on with us, and we'll chat soon.
Yeah, next week I'll be in LA, so I probably won't even be in the chat. I have a live stream to do over there.
Wow.
Yep.
Isn't that like a going home party for you? Cali boy.
I do not like California.
We're going to rename your channel to Cali boy.
Oh, goodness. Man.
Well, we'll have you all fixed up by the time you come back.
Okay.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Sounds good.
He's worried. He's really worried.
I'm always worried about you, Kai.
A lot of people are, including myself, but hey. All right. Y'all, thank you. If you haven't done so yet, hit that thumbs up on the way out, please. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see y'all next week. Same thing, same time, same place. Until then, thank you. And thank you, Chris. And we'll see y'all
later.